flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, work. Look, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, mix and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Been great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it, your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir. Yeah, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, mix and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, you done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, you can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem made me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, nah, I really had to feel. Had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love and it can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still. She like still. Batman. I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, work. Look, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, mix and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Been great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it, your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir. Yeah, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, mix and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, you done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, you can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seems
just give me a moment.
I'm here. We are working on getting things set up. We have a little change a little bit.
Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Like I said, just give me a moment. Y'all can stick with you. Just stick with
motherfuckers so real.
I'll have everything like
That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still. She like still. Batman. I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, work. Look, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, mix and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Been great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it, your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah. yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings, no sir. Yeah, you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem made me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, nah, I really had to feel. Had to feel, had to feel, had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love and it can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still, like still, like still. She like still, like still, like still. That night, I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, work. Look, you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Been great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings, no sir. Yeah, do you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem made me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, nah, I really had to feel. Had to feel, had to feel, had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love and it can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still, like still, like still. She like still, like still, like still. That night, I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, work. Look, do you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Been great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings, no sir. Yeah, do you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne, and I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front night ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem make me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, nah, I really had to feel. Had to feel, had to feel, had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love when they can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still, like still, like still. She like still, like still, like still. That night, I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, word. Look, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, nicks and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Been great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it, your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front nah, they ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir, yeah. Do you remember me? Rap down, magician, mix and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne, and I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front night ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big can take you on a tour. Money so big, can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem make me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, nah, I really had to feel. Had to feel, had to feel, had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love when they can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still, like still, like still. She like still, like still, like still. That night, I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh word. Look, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, nicks and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Been great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it, your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front nah, they ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir, yeah. Do you remember me? Rap down, magician, mix and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne, and I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front night ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem make me bore. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door.
Alright, last step.
Now I really had to feel. Had to feel, had to feel, had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real.
Just give me a second,
can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still, like still, like still. She like still, like still, like still. Batman. I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Running on a nigga, is that how we do things? Oh word. Look, you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Being great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it, your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front night ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir. Yeah, you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah.
Alright.
Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front night ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem make me bore. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, now I really had to feel. Had to feel, had to feel, had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love and it can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still, like still, like still. She like still, like still, like still. Batman. I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Running on a nigga, is that how we do things? Oh word. Look, do you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Being great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it, your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front night ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir. Yeah, you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front night ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem make me bore. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, now I really had to feel. Had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love when they can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still. She like still. Batman. I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, work. Look, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, nicks and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Being great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir, yeah, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, mix and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Say you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem made me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, now I really had to feel. Had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love when they can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still. She like still. Batman. I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, work. Look, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, nicks and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Being great since the basics of many things. I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not really the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir, yeah, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, mix and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Say you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem made me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, now I really had to feel. Had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love when they can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still. She like still. Batman. I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh work. Look, do you remember me? Rap down, magician, nicks and remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Being great since the basics. And many things I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not Billie Jean, the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spitter words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir, yeah. Do you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spitter words hot like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, you can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem made me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, nah, I really how to feel. How to feel, how to feel, how to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love and it can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still, like still, like still. She like still, like still, like still. That night, I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spitter words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, work. Look, you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Been great since the basics. Of many things I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not Billie Jean, the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah, look. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spitter words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir, yeah. Do you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah. Whoa. God. Yeah. Gold frames. Switch lanes. Batman. Bruce Wayne. And I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spitter words hot like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big and take you on a tour. Money so big, you can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem made me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, nah, I really how to feel. How to feel, how to feel, how to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love and it can't get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still, like still, like still. She like still, like still, like still. That night, I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spitter words hot like two flames. Niggas ain't got time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga, is that how we do things? Oh, work. Look, do you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Been great since the basics. Of many things I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it your way in my memories. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get into me. Can't stand still on islands of complicity. You looking at the nigga that you wish you could pretend to be. But I'm not Billie Jean, the kid's not mine. But you gon' remember me. Yeah. And I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spitter words out like two flames. Front nod ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. No sir, yeah. Do you remember me? Rap diamond, just a mix of remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Yeah.
What's up? Welcome to the return. Something we do every single day, Monday through Friday. I am Jay for the dub. This is another episode of the return. I'm trying to get my other Instagram live up and going. What's up, my man? What's up? How are you doing? Stanley?
God.
Give me two
Yeah.
more
Gold
seconds.
frames.
Get up the
Switch lanes, Batman, Bruce Wayne, and I was like, feeling like I'm Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames. Front night ain't really how we do things. Niggas ain't got time for all of the mood swings. Oh Lord, he done been here before. Know the city so big can take you on a tour. Money so big, you can buy any store. If you want more, supply you some more. Take you on a trip, leave your bags at the door. Said that she let them well, not anymore. Fuck a nigga floating on so high that I saw. Ain't shit new, man, it seem made me bored. Make a king mad, be surprised when he roar. Can a young nigga make money anymore? Throw the money up, watch the money hit the floor. Niggas say they hit and watch jazz hit the door. Fresh Prince, now I really had to feel. Be around motherfuckers so real. Kryptonite is love when the gang get you killed. Ask you again, just tell me how I feel. That's on my chest, so she saying like still. I'm like still. She like still. I'm feeling like Bruce Wayne. Young spit the words hot like two flames.
Let's go ahead and
got
get
time for all the mood swings. Frontin' on the nigga is that how we do things over. Look, do you remember me? Rap dog, magician, needs the remedies. A metaphor, elixir from within a dream. With the sleep, woke up and I'm still in a dream. Being great since the basics. And many things I fall short when looking at my enemies. Try to grade it, your way in the memory. Welcome to the land of the wrong way to get enemy. Can't stand still.
I think we can leave it in the background for today. I don't know. I kind of like when I look at the replays of the show or the return, however you want to look at it, and you can hear the music in the background just a little bit peeking over. Intro still playing. I know it's still playing. I was just getting to actually saying I was gonna probably leave it, but you know what? Since you said something, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel it out. Let me go ahead and check Twitch and everything real quick, because y'all know yesterday things were acting quite stupid over there, but it seems like Water Lee, you're in on Twitch, so I'm assuming things are running smooth over there. How's everybody doing today? Yesterday we got into a pretty long-winded conversation. We was on for about an hour and a half. We ended up having to start over the Instagram live feed just for the simple fact that we did not finish our conversation, and we just kept going and going, which I'm not mad at. I can't say that I am, because ultimately there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going overtime. That's why we try to start early and stuff like that. So this way we can get in there and, talk for as long as we want to. As long as we have something to talk about, we have a good conversation that's to have. I don't see any problem with going over, So, but yesterday we talked about the school system. We talked about FOMO, the fear of missing out. We talked about one other thing. Can't quite remember right now, but it will come to me. But as we were trying to close the show out yesterday, my brother Jared, he said, why don't you talk about cancel culture? And as I was thinking about it yesterday, about talking about cancel culture, what could I say? What opinion do I have towards cancel culture? I realized there's a lot for me to say about cancel culture. Honestly, I would more so talk about how toxic cancel culture is, for one. The fact that we're so quick to jump on a bandwagon of people who are willing to say that we're collectively not supposed to listen to this person, talk about this person anymore, give this person any more publicity. I definitely understand the reason why, or what it is that we're trying to do, but then again, it's funny how cancel culture is primarily in pop culture and stuff like that. We're only canceling artists, and we're only canceling, few celebrities or people we find dear to our hearts, people who have cult followings and stuff like that. I find that we're only canceling out those people, like Doja Cat. People were very quick to cancel Doja Cat. I thoroughly enjoyed Doja Cat. Put that past tense. just for the simple fact of cancel culture, and people will cancel you just for continuing to follow somebody. Like I said, Doja Cat got canceled so fast. Uh, it blew my mind. Honestly, I looked into it myself and saw what it is that was actually going on. And I mean, I'm not going to talk about Doja Cat getting canceled because honestly, that's another story for another time. That's something like I said, I was a fan of Doja before, so not one to talk about it, honestly. Anyway, but yeah, cancel culture. It's ultimately just toxic. Because we're quick to cancel people, but it's funny how in all the canceling and all the doing of canceling, or basically in the I guess the art of canceling, or the what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, in cancel culture, it's just crazy how like I said, we're so quick to cancel celebrities, but we won't cancel out like Donald Trump or people like that. Like, there's so many other people who've had evidence come up against them, and that they've done this or they've done that, or they are responsible for this chain of reaction of things happening to a particular group of people, but we don't cancel them out as fast as we cancel out our pop culture, our pop stars and stuff like that. Like, all right, we already got Jared trying to come on in here. Let's send a request of you for live. Let's get him in there. But yeah, all right. He should be joining here shortly. Let me see if I can pull him up on the screen. I know a lot of y'all will be able to see the screen here in my back. All right, what's up, Jared? What's up, my man? All right, hold on 2 seconds too. You hilarious.
Yeah, so I was gonna say mainly the main issue about cancel culture was basically how it's like, kind of toxic and shit. And like I mean, like you said, it's understanding where it's coming from, understand why people would want to do something like that, in theory, but it doesn't. I think it started with good intentions, but once the internet gets a hold of certain things, they kind of take it to the extreme, and almost like when it comes to how we're talking about like the court of public opinion or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if someone's accused of doing like a certain crime or something like that, they're automatically just canceled because the internet all of a sudden decided that they were guilty of whatever it is they were accused of without any actual evidence. No one gave any evidence. Someone just had to come out and say, "Oh well, this person did this," and then another person's like, "Oh, that's wrong. He should do this," and they spread it around. Stuff just goes viral, and then now we're looking at somebody whose career is messed up because someone potentially lied on them. Which again, all these things. Quick to just assume that what someone else is saying is true, and it could have huge effects on someone else's life without any actual evidence that they did anything. And I feel like that just sets a bad precedent with people just accusing people and stuff. Because at what point is evidence going to matter if we're just accusing people of stuff that they haven't actually done?
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. That's like you said, plays a huge part. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm just trying to adjust something really quick. This stupid guy. There we go.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. There we go. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Okay, while we're waiting on Jared to come back, we can, like I said, he was saying it's ultimately toxic and all these things about it. He also was stating, like I said, I feel like cancel culture is very toxic as well. There, people just off of what people are saying, you're willing to stop listening, stop paying attention, stop even giving a care about whatever it is that this person has done or hasn't done, and we're so quick to pass judgment just purely off of whatever somebody else has said. And it's crazy how cancel culture works and stuff like that. Like it's ultimately a huge setback for people. Wow.
And oh yeah, another thing too, like really like also aside, almost aside, completely aside from the point actually of getting accused of shit that you may or may not have done, and just automatically being condemned before we know whether it's true, is like cancel culture. I mean, as far as my experience with it is, it all started kind of perpetuated through Twitter. Oh, all right. I'm wondering why I couldn't get it straight. It's because I got this new tablet.
Oh. Here, that'll work better now that you're sideways.
But yeah, so but the screen won't flip, so it's still.
That's hilarious. Well.
So Twitter is it be like a lot of stuff comes from like Twitter posts, stuff that people post on Twitter. It's like stuff that someone may have posted when they were like, say I don't know, any random celebrity, say Patrick Mahomes, what I'm saying, had got Twitter when he was like in high school and just posted something dumb when he was like maybe 16 or whatever, because I mean, 16-year-olds just do dumb stuff and say dumb stuff, and they, what I'm saying, just in context, obviously this hasn't happened. It's just an example. People would try to come after him and be like, "Oh well, you said this when you were 16, blah blah blah," and they try to get like Chiefs to cut him. But it's like that was like almost 10 years ago, and he was also a kid. Like it's almost like people forget that forgiveness is a thing, and that people make mistakes, and that everyone make mistakes, and just because it so happened to be documented doesn't mean something that someone did as a kid they should have to answer for it as an adult. I mean, obviously, depending on what it is, but if you're just saying something dumb on Twitter on the internet, which everybody does, your career shouldn't be in jeopardy because of it.
Yeah, right. No, that's definitely like the whole point of like cancel culture and all that good stuff. Like it's crazy how people are so quick, like I said, quick to pass judgment on somebody just purely off of what somebody else said about them, and We shouldn't be so quick to do it. Like I said, that's ultimately promoting toxic energy in a whole. So this is crazy. Where was I about to go with it? But uh, but yeah, like you said, they're so quick to find something that somebody has said. Like it's honestly, it seems like people go from loving somebody, and then the instance they do something that they didn't agree with or something like that, then they're quick to just like, okay, let me find something on this person to, you know, get them canceled or whatever. Like I didn't appreciate him, like you said, like Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes went out there and he did the best he could, but then somebody just didn't think that he was doing good enough. He's like, this Patrick Mahomes he's just garbage. He's just trash, just complete rubbish. And why are we even supporting him? And
he's doing too good.
yeah, like you said, they start hating that he's doing too good, and then they want to find a reason to get him canceled, like I said, or find a reason for people not to support him. But of course, the people who are really supporting these people will still support him, but there's going to be a select bandwagoners who jump on the bandwagon of, not supporting him or doing it. I appreciate it, Zay, for coming in and, you say you fuck with the hoe. That's what's up. I do this show every day. We going to be on here talking about real stuff. Come on here and, drop your info and whatnot, deetery. You hear me? But yeah, but like we're saying, they're quick to cancel people just off of simple stuff like that.
Yeah, and another thing, it's funny. I saw this maybe like a week or two, maybe even 3 weeks ago. Actually, I think I saw it before y'all came out here. But you know how Tyler, like, the music he makes now is different than the music he made back then. So the niggas who like, whose first album they heard of Tyler was like Igor. I guess they started finding like Goblin and Bastard, and they tried to cancel this nigga Tyler. And I'm like,
how you gonna cancel Tyler for the stuff he's famous
this
for?
This is what this nigga was doing back then, and he just makes different music now. Y'all can't go back and try to cancel this nigga, because if it wasn't for that, he would have never got to the point where he is now, making music that y'all are fans of.
Right?
Like,
no,
it's just hilarious how it's like it obviously didn't have any effect on them because they had never heard it, because it's just a song. And then whenever they heard it, they were so ready to cancel him. And Tyler's like, "What are y'all talking about?" Like,
that's what, like I said, that's what made him famous.
Now all
like,
of a sudden, y'all discovered this other part of my career. Y'all can just cancel me. That's not how it works.
No. Yeah, because like I said, that was literally what like made him famous. In a sense, they can't cancel him for what literally he everybody knows him for. Like that's primarily what people know him for eating the cockroach initially. Like, how are you gonna cancel?
That was when I first heard him, when he ate the roach and the others.
Yeah, no, that was.
He said like years ago. He said he doesn't even really like the music he was making back then, because that's not really what he wanted to do. Now he's making music that he wants to make, so it's like, but even him, I'm sure, he's like, well, that's still a part of my journey. That's part of how I got to where I am now, and that's part of who I am. And that whole Odd Future phase was a thing.
I missed the Odd Future.
Like the new Wu-Tang.
I missed the Odd Future phase. That was my favorite Tyler time, honestly. But people grow up and evolve, and they change, and they're different people.
For sure. And money got involved, and you know how that should go.
You know how that should go. But yeah,
I just thought it was funny when I seen that, because people were like, yeah, have y'all heard this Tyler song?
Yeah, they act like all his old songs aren't like actual albums. I gotta understand that these were like mixtape songs that nobody'd ever heard of before, or like a song that he made in somebody's garage somewhere that never even made it to like a public platform. Like, these are on Apple Music. Like, you search Tyler the Creator, Yonkers, that got the goblin picture, that's gonna be the first thing that pops up most likely is that guy's head with goblin across it. That's what you're gonna see. But
Yeah, this is funny how when I seen it, I was like, wow, like yo, I guess y'all are finally figuring out who Tyler started out as, like this whole Odd Future
right,
days.
it's
They
really
don't even know like other people in Odd Future. They just know Tyler.
it's all like
It
y'all
made
never
us
even
go-
heard of the Wolf album. Like go listen to the Wolf album. I'm pretty sure y'all go find something you want to cancel Tyler for in there. Even though that was like the cross between like more mainstream and old school Tyler. But yeah.
Yeah. If you just listen to Somali, I'm sure that'll be enough for some people.
Tamale, tamale,
It's
tamale,
also
tamale.
funny. It's just in general, I guess it's kind of interesting to see how this generation is discovering like basic stuff that was going on in our youth.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it was like Billie Eilish or something like that that like had like she recently made like a chopped and screwed song or something like that. And then it was like everybody on TikTok was like, "Oh my gosh, Billie Eilish creating this new style of music, blah blah blah." I wish more people would do stuff like that. And it was just like a whole series of tweets, like being like, "All right, Generation Z, we're gonna introduce y'all to DJ Screw." You know,
Y'all can RIP DJ Screw all over again.
Where chopped and screw music really came from, and how they've been doing that shit. Billie Eilish ain't started a goddamn thing.
Right. That's just all comes back to them like Texas culture in general, like anything that's came out of Texas that doesn't get respect, and that's all it comes back to the like Champ's whole thing about like it's so hard to make it out of like Triple D or like Texas in general because they don't, people from Texas don't show support for their, their homies. They're people who are from the same town as them, which is sad to say, but it's true. Like that's just what it is. Nobody wants to, help the next person. Everybody just wants to stand on top of somebody else's head and hope that they make it or whatever, which really sucks about, out there. The best thing rolling out there is, what is that, gosh, what's that festival they have down south and what's that, Houston or whatever every year? South by Southwest. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's like the best thing rolling out of Texas, and even then, people still stealing people's stuff. Like, but yeah.
Right. I mean, I guess there hasn't been. I mean, he's not a rapper, I guess, but Post Malone is really like the biggest rapper out of Texas.
Right, and Posty ain't even. I wouldn't even call him a rapper. Post Malone's like
he's a pop star.
Yeah. I would call him a Drake artist, but he makes a lot of his own music. It's funny how no. Well, okay, to that point, and like kind of like Champ's whole point about Drake and why he's mad at Drake and all this other stuff, and just talking about cancel culture. It's funny how Drake is one of the few people who has managed to avoid being canceled upon all the things that have come up on Drake, like his whole thing with his child, beefing with Meek Mills. Like, I mean, he didn't completely get Meek Mills canceled as much as people just like stopped listening, paying attention to Meek like that. Like, I mean,
Body Meek on West. He put the 2 tracks out on Meek. Meek put out the one, and Meek, it wasn't that hot. Drake shit was fire.
You think
back to back was a hit.
I get true. Summer 16.
And I mean, and that's another thing. So I mean, really with Drake, it's not like as far as mainstream media, and I feel like just most people don't take Drake seriously. Like, especially when you start talking about mob ties and crept down the block, made her right, cut the light. You know what I'm saying? Nobody believe he actually drove down. He crept down Kanye's block. Like, nobody actually believes he's doing it. So that's why, to me, that's how I always looked at Drake. It was just him performing, him just being an artist, him doing his art however he wanted to do his art. Like even ever since Successful, like I never looked at that nigga as like, oh, this is just a rapper. That's why it threw me off whenever Chan was like, yeah, because as a rapper, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. But I'm like, when did you ever view that nigga as a rapper? The first time you saw this nigga, he was on Degrassi. Like, what made you think that he was a rapper in the first place? But
He might have been a cripper, but he ain't no crip.
Is that I honestly don't care enough to even view it that way because it's art. At the end of the day, I look at it as art. And however you put your art together, it's just an expression of you. So
True.
it can be judged however you want it to be judged, but also I don't expect niggas like Drake to have the time to sit there and write an entire album when he has so much other shit going on. I just don't expect it. Like if you tell me, like honestly, as busy as Jay-Z is, if you told me he didn't write one of his songs, I honestly wouldn't care, even though he has this, he's held as a higher bar as an actual like rapper and with he has lyrics and all that shit, like actual like, conscious rapper and all that type of shit. Even if he had that, it wouldn't hurt me at all. Probably because I don't care. But someone like Champ, who is a rapper and who looks at rap a certain way, may look at that and be like, "Oh well, dang, I kind of looked up to him as a rapper. Now, as a rapper, I can't look up to him because I know he's not everything." It puts into question everything he's done up until this.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that.
But as someone like Drake, that's what it just confuses me with Drake. I assume the perception on him was different than what it would be with Jay-Z.
Yeah, no, it's funny though because I don't know if you remember or if you watched it or whatever, but they had that documentary of well, it wasn't necessarily like an NWA documentary or anything like that, but it was a a documentary. It was talking to Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, and they were basically just talking about kind of like the NWA, like that time frame of when everything was going on with NWA. But then they also, like, Jimmy Iovine kind of broke off and he was talking about more how he came up in the industry and stuff like that. And they have people like Stevie Nicks and stuff like that Jimmy Iovine had worked with. But to the point, even then, and Dr. Dre was talking about it, even back then, like Jimmy Iovine and them, they were pointing out that there's probably like maybe out of somebody's actual album, like maybe if there's 10 songs in the album, the person whose album it is, they probably only wrote maybe like 7 of the songs, or they might have only wrote half of the songs on the album, and then the other half of the songs, the label or whoever they're signed to is like, no, we want you to do this song. Or they might, get a song brought to their attention. It was like, oh no, I want you to do this song or whatever. Or it's like songwriters in the industry actually, like, they work close with the labels and stuff like that, and like songs get sold to like 3 and 4 different people before somebody actually puts it out. Or like in the industry, like sometimes like they said Stevie Nicks said that there was one of the songs that Stevie Nicks is super famous for. They said that they brought that song to like 3 other like bands or whatever, and they had them perform it and do that, and they were out there like performing the song, on stage and stuff for a long time, and then performed it and she turned it into what it was or whatever. I might be getting some of the facts twisted here and there, but point blank period, like the one of Stevie Nicks' most famous songs, she actually did not write that song, or she just came in on the part of the creative process of making the song, and it actually like came together as the famous song that it is known and loved for now today. I can't remember exactly what that song is. If I look up Stevie Nicks' name, it'd probably be the first song that comes up. But
Stevie Nicks is like Fleetwood Mac, right?
You said what?
Stevie Nicks is like the lead singer of Fleetwood Mac. Right?
Something, I think so. I know she's like the lead singer of like a particular band. Like she's not like just a solo artist. 'Cause I know she does have some solo artist music, but she does have like.
Ooh, I'm on. She is the lead singer of Fleetwood Mac.
See, see,
Right.
see,
Please
see.
go on.
We might be we might be black, but we
I
still
know
know
that name.
we're still cultured.
I don't remember where I knew it.
Like we might be black, we're still cultured enough to know who Stevie Nicks and like what band she's singing and all that type of stuff. Like I said, right off the top of my head, I can't probably spit out all of those facts, but like I said, I know who she is. I know she's
I think
very
I've seen
famous.
the documentary you was talking about too, though. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it's
Okay.
called, but honestly, after watching that documentary, that motivated me a whole bunch to do a lot more. Definitely like this what I'm doing now. Like I said, that definitely it motivated me to do this in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, but to that point, like I was saying about like majority of artists they don't write 100% of the songs on their albums. There might be some artists nowadays who do write 100% of the songs on their album, or contribute a huge part to majority of the songs of their album and things like that. Like I said, that you know, to Champ's point of people not writing their own stuff or looking up to Drake for thinking that he did write all his own stuff and then coming to find out that he didn't. Like I said, you got to realize that not everybody. Nobody's really out here just writing all their music. Now, Lil Wayne and his mixtapes, now that's a whole different era and a whole different thing, like I said, but to the point I was saying, like, people are so quick to cancel people just for stuff like that, and I'm surprised Drake hadn't gotten canceled for finding out that he didn't write his own lyrics, but like I said, I guess the reason to that and why I was pointing it out is because there's so many people who don't write their own music and so on, so there's not any reason to cancel him for that. But like I said, with the way cancel culture is working and stuff like that, like I'm surprised people haven't tried to cancel him for that, because I feel like
I feel like the rap community did try to cancel him for it, but it just didn't matter because he didn't need the rap community. He was a pop star, so it doesn't matter that he's making that, all these rap niggas talking about, oh, he did this, that, niggas gonna diss him forever for not writing his own shit. But at the end of the day, he still got more hits than the Beatles, and he still ain't got nowhere near as many number ones as him, or Billboard hits, or as much money, or probably as many hoes. And all this nigga gotta do is, he can drop an entire album and he can not rap one time on the entire album.
you think he could drop a Pootie Tang album?
He could still put number one. He dropped one Controller. That Controller got One Dance has 10 billion streams. There's probably not too many rap fans that's listening to One Dance, but it doesn't matter because it's not for y'all. Because Drake's not a rapper. He just makes music, and some of his music he raps in, and y'all fuck with it. And y'all get the perception that he's a rapper, even though I guess he does say out of his mouth that he wants to be a rapper, and he wants to be respected. I'm seeing comments saying he may not be big in rap. Songwriting is a big thing in the past. It may not be big in rap. Songwriting is still a big thing. It's a big thing.
It's
everywhere.
a huge thing, and that's one of the main things we're
songwriter.
talking
The
about
thing is,
Drake is that
Drake will tell you that he wants to be a rapper and he wants to be respected for his pen, but at the same time, all you gotta do is look in the credits of the song. It tells you who writes the song.
yeah,
It's
on
not
Apple
like
Music
you
at the
write
end of every song it says written by, and it'll have 4 or 5 different people in the written by at the bottom of the song. That's one of the things I love about Apple Music.
A lot of people were upset. It was last week or maybe even 2 weeks ago. They found out Saha the Prince had wrote part of Travis's Sicko Mode verse, and people didn't know who Saha the Prince was. They were confused about that. I was like, Saha had been around for a long time, and he writes for a lot of people. And the thing is, it's not like Travis never tried to hide it. if you look in the credits for Sicko Mode, his name is on, and there's like 30 writers on that song for one, and Sci-Hi is just one of the writers on the song. And the only reason why people found out is because the reference track came out. Sci-Hi spitting that verse just like Travis. But if you know anything about what Travis does and Travis's sound, it takes a lot of people to manufacture that sound, and then for him to still have the extravagant shows he has, and to be on Fortnite and all that. There's so much business that goes into it that he has to deal with other appearances he just has to make. Because he was, you know what I'm saying, he started out as a producer, so they're like, oh, he didn't produce most of Astroworld, and he didn't write most of Astroworld, because he doesn't have to anymore. Why would he sit there and take the time to produce an entire album and write an entire album if he has all these other business opportunities and all this other stuff to do, and a team of people that have been around him that know how he wants his sound crafted?
Right.
And yeah, he'll probably be in the, you know what I'm saying, every now and again he'll let them cook, and he'll go in the studio, he'll hear it. If he wants to make changes from there, he can. But once you get to megastar and once you get to superstar, you just literally don't have the time to write an entire album, because it'll consume all your time. And that's why a lot of artists like Nas and stuff like that, the people that, I mean, you can't say for sure you know someone's writing all their music, but the people that you would think of that write all their music and do most of the work on their album, you don't see them drop for like 2 years.
Right,
it
exactly.
takes a long time to actually craft that, to perfect all that. So I can't take it away from someone who's like, all right, well, I've done all the hard work. So now at this point, delegate some of this work to other people, because I have other money to make outside of this music. And a lot of the times too, the deal that these rappers are signing don't give them any rights to their music. So they have to work basically forever or find another way outside of music if they want to keep an income coming in. That's why, I don't know if you've been hearing lately, just everyone's trying to get their masters, everyone wants to own their publishing, all that stuff to their music, so this way they can get royalties off it, and they're not stuck like Lil Wayne, who for some reason still has to work,
but he's the greatest rapper of all time.
He's at the rap game. He should never have to work.
Yeah.
Ever again. Like, I was listening to Joe Budden the other day, and he was talking about like two videos that you know what I'm saying, one was made by Drake and one was made by Lil Wayne, and Drake was just, you know, showing his mansion and everything like that, and like, you know, blah blah, saying, you know, how much he appreciates everything Lil Wayne did for him. This, that. No, it was just a one video. He was just talking about how much he appreciates Lil Wayne and everything he did for him, blah blah, while he's in this like big ass like $25 million mansion. And it's like, well, damn, that says a lot that a nigga can appreciate you for everything you've done for him is in this $25 million mansion talking about it. But that's like, you just had to go through this lawsuit to get like, and he still got screwed over in the lawsuit. They only gave him like $100 million or something. Like, he had to fight for $100 million when, if they gave him $100 million, he easily made them over $1 billion. Easily.
Right.
There's no doubt about it. He made them over $1 billion in just 2008. Like, hands down.
He was on fire then.
So,
like, he couldn't even, I can't deny that.
So, like, it's just crazy how, like, you know, how Wayne ended up in the situation he's in, but Drake is like, he's Drake.
Yeah. But because Daddy was making a couple of comments and stuff like that, I'm going to answer these statements, I guess. Give these statements answers. But, yeah, as we do know that Prince is one of the major people who was writing songs for people. Like, I don't think people really realize, like, how... Actually, it's funny because if you look into...
Every time I say something about Joe Budden, people think I'm talking about Joe Biden. Go on.
Joe Budden is actually, like, an old rapper, or what, I don't know what you want to call Joe Budden at this point in time.
There's no way he hasn't heard pump it up, pump.
Oh yeah,
pump it up.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah, that's a Joe Budden song. But Joe Budden's basically an old rapper who's become a would you say like a social media talk show host? Yeah, social media influencer, I guess you say. I wouldn't put him
Creator.
that
That's
low.
what
I feel like social
they
media
call themselves a
influencer,
content creator.
a content creator. There you go. That's a better name for it. But we are aware that songwriters get paid. Songwriters actually are the people who are getting paid more than some of the artists or rappers, in a sense, because they're actually,
They actually have the publishing.
yeah, they actually have are owning some of the publishing. So there's a lot of artists that are, after their career uh, glows up, as people would say nowadays, they actually start writing songs for other people, just to build up their rapport and their resume as far as like a songwriter goes. Like there's plenty of people who have to do their time writing songs for other people before they can actually start producing their own albums with all their own original music. Like even the time while they're writing songs for other people or selling songs to other people, they're actually still having songs written for them. And like some of their albums, like I said, their album could be 50% them and 50% songs that their label or whoever it is they're working under has pushed them to make, because they know that it's going to match the sound that people want to hear from them and things like that. Uh, it's always funny to hear people think that we're talking about Joe Biden whenever we're talking about Joe Budden. But yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh yes, we were. But yeah, there's a lot of time where people are doing that. Like I said, nowadays you can definitely look at Apple Music or Spotify at the very bottom of the song or after the lyrics are finished playing, because there's uh, places in Spotify and Apple Music where it shows you the lyrics and stuff like that. A lot of times people don't even know that, which is funny. A lot of people pay for Spotify or Apple Music and don't realize that it shows you the whole set of lyrics, and it tells you who the lyrics were written by and who the music was played by. Like if you were to look up some of these bands, like I said, you'll be surprised who's writing their songs. A lot of rock songs are actually written by other people, and you would be surprised to know that as well. But
I mean, yeah, I can see some people being surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I can't play any instrument, so
what really blows my mind is the fact that
writing a whole song on top of that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
And I just want to make a point about what you were saying about the whole songwriters, a lot of them making more money than like actual rappers, because most rappers don't own anything. They don't own. They're basically just signed. A lot of them are basically just signed to a record label. Record label is like, all right, well, you work for us now. You're basically an employee. You're basically
and
an
we
employee.
we gave you your whole
just make
salary
music
already.
for us. You said what?
I said, yeah, every label, most labels are like, oh yeah, you're an employee of ours. Oh, and we gave you your whole salary already.
Right. It's even worse than that. Actually, what they do is they give them a loan.
Well, yeah, that's
They
it.
say, here. They said, bet here. So okay, some of them will just straight up give them a loan, and then they'll pay for them to make their album. Some people like they'll give them a loan, and they're like, hey, here's the money, so you can make your album. And then they make the album, and they sell, and then they put the label puts the album out. But what the artists don't know, when they got this $20,000 advance to make their album, that they have to use half of that to make their album, and then they got to pay it back. But they don't own none of the music, so it's just the label's album. So the label puts the album out, the album flops. They can't even recoup the $20K. They can't even recoup the $20K that
they lost just to make the album.
Yeah, they gave you. So now you owe them $20K, and since they see you not profitable, they just drop you from the roster. So now you just broke and don't have no way to make money, and you in debt now. And if you're a songwriter who has no affiliation, someone just either one pays you to write a song, or two, you just say, hey, I'll write this for you, but just credit me so I keep my pub, and then whenever then they make publishing off that forever. It's just the same thing as having your royalties. It's the same thing as having your mastering. The mastering is just the recording of the music, and the publishing is just the writing of the music. I learned that from Dave. So with the publishing, because like you know that line in I can't remember the name of the song, but that Drake song, he copied Eminem. Saturday through Sunday, whatever. He says, "I do know one thing though." Whatever he says.
I do know one
Eminem
thing
probably
though.
got paid from that because that's his.
Say it again.
So
My battery was dying, so it came out.
the line in the Drake song, the Chicago Freestyle.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like, but I do know
No one thing though. Women they come they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo. Maybe I'll love you one day. Maybe we'll someday
his
grow.
writing, his publishing. So now, not only whenever his original song plays, he gets a piece of it. Now, when Drake's song plays, Eminem also gets a piece of it. So when you have the actual rights to your
Just
stuff,
so people know,
use your
Jimmy
stuff,
Iovine's
you
got
can get
his
paid
hand in that
from it
pocket
also
too.
and get royalties off of other people's music just because they sampled something you said or did.
Mm-hmm.
And these could be songs like that people don't even know of that are getting all this money off their favorite artists, and they have no idea because they didn't read the credit. But it's not like, I don't think that it's something that they're doing intentionally, trying to hide. They're trying to make it seem one way when it's not. I mean, of course, unless they say straight out of their mouth, yeah, I'm writing my own music. But at the same time, if you fall for that and it's right there in the credits, then is that on you or is that on them?
That's that's one of the main reasons why Soulja Boy continues to win. Because Soulja Boy owns most of that stuff that he first started doing. But yeah.
Yeah.
But to the point in talking about songwriting.
They can't own a dance though, according to Fortnite.
Yeah. But to the point of like talking about songwriters and stuff like that. It's funny because a lot of people had no idea who King Los was until Rhythm and Flow. And even then, people are like, "Who is King? Who is this guy with braids? Like, why is his opinion taken so in such large amount? Like, why do they care who this guy is?" And a lot of people didn't know King Los was a big time songwriter and stuff like that. Like, I mean, of course, people who try to keep themselves in touch with the music industry like me and you and stuff like that who know about Joe Budden and stuff like that, like know who King Los was, but there's a lot of people who was like, who is this guy and why is he on here and why am I seeing him all of a sudden, why is he on Wildin' Out, all these other things like that, like. But yeah,
I remember he had a song on Madden 16, I think it was.
But yeah, King Los is definitely one of those people, like, that's definitely, like, lost in translation as an artist, or definitely somebody who got swept underneath the rug as far as, like, just knowing exactly what they do. And it's funny because that's what a lot of those people on, like, Housewives or whatever, or hip-hop Housewives or whatever they're doing, like, a lot of those people, like Safari is... Actually, Safari, one of the main people that is, he's famous for, basically just getting royalties and his publishing. You can see how much he's eating off. You said what?
I said for fucking Nicki Minaj.
Well, I mean, he wrote half her first album. He was
always next to her. That's why people know. That's how I know who he is.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's connected to her, but it's funny because, well, yeah, that's, like, primarily what he's known for is being Nicki Minaj's, like, secret boyfriend who was, like, under wraps for a long time. But honestly, a lot of people didn't know, on top of the fact that he was, like I said, writing her music. Well, the parts of her music that were... Actually, you know what's funny? I should look more into that because I do know, like I said, he was writing her music, but I don't know how much of it was him or how much of it was her because, like I said in the beginning, a lot of times people don't write any of their raps or stuff that's on their album is not primarily them. So if he was already writing her raps or whatever, like, what percentage of her first album is even her, or what percentage of her first album is him, like, or other people, and so on and so forth. Because you never know. Safari could own all the publishing to her first album, but that was like some. I honestly think it was some of her best music, but you know.
He's a sick nigga if he wrote, "Let me put this pussy on your side, bro."
You said he's a what, nigga?
He's a sick nigga if he wrote that.
Oh. I don't know. You never. You'd be surprised who write some of these female songs.
I mean, I know Yachty wrote "Act Up," so, but that's completely in Yachty's work.
What would you, if you found out somebody, a guy wrote WAP, would you lose it?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I know Cardi doesn't write her own. Meg, I can't say, but I know Cardi doesn't.
You think so?
She's too big. She doesn't have time. Same as Drake. She don't have time.
Well, yeah, honestly, for Cardi to be on social media freely doing all this other stuff, like she can't have that much time to be writing music unless she doesn't sleep. That's another thing people got to understand. Like we've been talking about, like for the mostly last week and this week, we talk about people and their social media identities and stuff like that. Celebrities have a huge social media identity that they have to keep up. I know they have like publishers and people who keep that stuff up for them, but still with that, like there's a lot to it that they have to, you know, do, and places they need to be at, and places they're being paid to be at, and stuff like that. Like if you're being paid to be in the club for 3 to 4 hours or 2 hours or however long you're paid to be there, like you're not sitting in the club writing a song. Like, so people got to understand, like these people, you know, if you really want to see Champagne Papi at the Toronto Raptors game, and you want to see Champagne Papi posting pictures of himself in his house and all this other stuff, when does he have time to, if he's traveling, doing all this other stuff, when does he have time to write music? Like, he can't be this person that y'all want him to be and see online and all this other stuff all the time, and be with the number one performing song artist, you know, in the country or in the nation or whatever, in the world. Who I don't know how big they classify Drake at now, but yeah.
I'm not sure about the world.
Well, I know he's an international artist. I just don't know how big of an international artist they would call him.
You said what?
I said I know they classify Drake as an international artist, but I don't know how big. After just classifying him as an international artist, they want to how far his sales go or whatever. Because I'm not looking at it right now, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's insane. I'm sure I can like go to Spotify and just see how many monthly listeners he has. Sure, it's like,
in a nutshell, he up there. He up there.
It's at least 500 million.
He up there. You think they're I guess you just for the last few minutes I will run to hour and a half, but you think they're done with talking about 6ix9ine?
No, because he's gonna do something else.
You don't think he'll get
somebody else? No, he's gonna go somewhere, somebody else's hood, talking shit. You said what?
Well, no, I was just gonna say back to the original topic of what we was originally talking about in cancel culture and how it's working and all that other stuff. You think his next publicity stunt or whatever song, whatever you wanna, how you wanna label what he's doing and all that, his trolling, you think his next publicity stunt will get him canceled just due to the way cancel culture is working? Like, I know he's obviously been labeled as a snitch, which in the rap game is obviously looked at as like the lowest form of things, but he still manages to stay relevant. But no, he's not fully relevant as far as his rap career as much as he is just as being a troll. Like I said, with the extent of being a troll that he has exceeded, like I said, you think he's on his way to becoming just straight up canceled, or you think he's got more trolling to do?
To answer the question, I'll just say no. But also, too, another point that I didn't make about cancel culture. 2 points I didn't make about cancel culture. One being, some people are too big to cancel. Two, cancel culture is not working. Cancel culture is actually regressing. It's on the downswing. People are realizing that you can't just cancel people because of something they were accused of doing or something they said when they were young. Because, like with the Harvey Weinstein thing, they had evidence. You know what I'm saying? He went on trial. No one's doing work with him no more except Oprah. We can talk about that. Aziz Ansari found out it was just a misunderstanding. He came back. He's all good. He's Gucci.
What did he get canceled
I
for?
don't really know what happened with that.
We'll give it a second, Jared. He froze there for a second. I don't know if my phone is just dying or it just froze. Oh, there he goes. He was back for 2 seconds. You with us? Oh yeah, you froze for a minute. But what were you saying? Last thing I remember, I'd asked you what Aziz Ansari did, but I think you
he went on a date with some girl, and they were into dinner and were drinking. And, he took her back to his apartment or her apartment. Whatever. They were in somebody's apartment. And I guess, at that point, he assumed they were going to have sex. And so, he starts trying to make a move or whatever. He's like, no, stop. And he's like, oh, okay, my bad, whatever. You came back to my apartment. You were trying to do this, that, and that. And she was like, no. And then they kind of, talk, whatever, keep going. And he, tries again or whatever. And she's like, no, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, my bad. I guess I read the situation wrong. And then they're like, okay, well, he sexually assaulted her or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then he told his side of the story. And then she, came out and was like, yeah, and maybe it was just a misunderstanding. We were both drunk. And, I can understand him being like, okay, well, if she came back home with me, he probably wants to do this, well, whatever, blah, blah. And also, I'm a celebrity. Why not? I have money. We're drunk. So obviously, trying to do this. And just turned out to not be the case. So she ended up, not pressing charges or anything like that because they both kind of just all right, it was just a misunderstanding. I fucked up, blah, blah, blah. Started doing comedy specials again. And he even, talked about it in his special. He apologizes. He felt bad about it, but he wasn't trying to, sexually assault anyone. He just didn't read the situation correctly. He said he fucked up, and now they're like, he's back making money doing what he was doing, doing comedy and shit like that, and he's still doing what he's doing. But they tried to cancel him for it. They try to cancel a lot of people, and they just don't get canceled because I feel like the majority of people, facts and everything like that, they're like, hey, we can't cancel someone for one mistake. You know what I'm saying? If it was an accident. It'd be one thing if it was an aggressive situation, but in his situation, it wasn't anything like that. So people just collectively decide, hey, we can give him another chance. It wasn't like he did something just completely egregious, something unforgivable. But also about the 6ix9ine thing, I don't think he'll get canceled because his fans like all that shit, all that trolling and shit that he's doing. I feel like, if anything else, people will just get bored of him. And because he doesn't. Well, I guess he's about to drop an album, so we'll see what that does. But he doesn't get the look off his music. He gets the look off his social media. And Dirk was saying that, they offered him $3 million to keep trolling with him, and he's like, oh, okay, this is a game to y'all. I'm not playing that game with y'all. I'm not reacting. And I would assume he would let all his people know to not respond to him no more. King Von and Reese and all them Chicago niggas responding to 6ix9ine. I would think it would trickle down from Dirk for them to stop trolling with him it seemed like niggas in LA kind of stopped fucking with him after the Nipsey thing. And I mean, New York is whatever. I mean, I feel like he already kind of, for lack of a better word, he already conquered New York. So I don't think he's really worried about them. But I think he's going to be trying a bunch of more crazy shit. He may start beefing with different niggas because he came back and just started beefing with the same niggas he's beefing. So I don't know. I think he's going to start running out of ideas shit to do. He's got to, but he's going to have to get a new gimmick soon.
Oh yeah, no,
before he gets canceled.
yeah, you I don't know, it was definitely like a pimple on my ear. That's for sure. That's gross. But but yeah, I feel like he's just gonna keep burning bridges in different cities. To your point, like you said about how people stopped messing with him after the whole Nipsey thing. I feel like you said something about Durkio saying that his people messaged him or something to keep trolling or what? What was that? Did you said? Wow. The IG video would go down. But to that point, I'm not going to bring him back on. I did say we was going to go to an hour and 30 minutes. We're going to just leave it at that, and we will reconvene tomorrow. I'm going to talk to him, though, and see what he was going to talk about. If you want to hear what Jared was talking about, then, yeah, like I said, if you want to hear what Jared was talking about, tune in tomorrow. We'll probably have him on tomorrow. I noticed my brothers definitely like to come in and be on the show almost every single day, so I can't doubt that he'll come back tomorrow. Check us out over there on Instagram at J for the Dub. You know, go ahead and type that in right now. Go to your Instagram, type in JAY, 4, THADUB, and go ahead and give me a follow over there on Instagram. And if you already got me followed up on Instagram, but you don't got a Twitch, all of you, please, I'm gonna stress the fact, people, my friends over there at Twitch, they appreciate me and stuff like that, and they want to see me grow, and they told me to put the pressure on you, but you know, put my foot on your neck. So I'm putting my foot on your neck right now and telling you I need everybody who's over at Facebook, I need for you to just take a second, even if you don't go back to Twitch, or you even don't even use Twitch, or you download the app for 2 seconds. I want you to download the app or go to twitch.com. I want you to make a Twitch profile. Even if the only person you follow is me, go ahead and follow me at Twitch at JAY 4 THADUB for the dub. Yes, so this way we can grow our following on Twitch, because the more followers I have on Twitch, the more they're going to put me out there. They'll feature me on the Twitch main page, so this way we can have more organic followers and more people just coming in on Twitch. Like I said, I'm going to stress the fact Twitch today, and I'm going to stress you a little bit on Facebook. I know all of y'all, I know some of you people hate Facebook. I know y'all are like, man, Jordan, I don't want to connect on Facebook. But if you go there and give me just a quick little like, quick little follow, maybe share or comment on this video today, maybe even tomorrow or the next day, whenever you're watching this, and whenever you got to see me tell you to share this, like I said, go over there, share it, like it, follow, subscribe, because we're trying to, like I said, we're on our way to 50 follows on Twitch and on our way up to 100 likes / follows on Facebook. Like I said, if we can reach those marks, it's going to put us in the Level Up program over there on Facebook. If we can reach that goal, that's going to give us that 50 followers badge and bring us up to the next tier on Twitch. So this way we can reach a lot more people and get that message out there. I know a lot of you are really liking the show. I notice every single day that I'm getting more and more people watching on a daily basis, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much, because it's you guys, ultimately you, who are helping me get out there. Like I said, I'm doing this for you guys. I want y'all to open up the conversation in your own circle, just like I'm opening it up in my circle, and having plenty of people, getting them to stop, think about the world, and think about the things that's going on around them. I know lately we've been talking about a lot of pop culture stuff, but that's just to keep everybody interested, because sometimes the politics get boring and you don't want to think about politics. But you know what's the ultimate thing that we can do to not have to think about politics so much? Is just get out there and vote. Let your voice be heard. And the only way that you can really do that nowadays is just get out there and vote. We need to get things change and make change happen. Like when Obama was up, coming up and stuff like that, he's like, change. He's promoting change. Well, Obama came and he's gone now. And we did a little too much changing, and we got that guy who's in there now, the Oompa Loompa man, in there now. And like I said, ultimately, to get change restarted, we got to vote. We got to get out there and vote. All my young people, all my people my age and younger, like I said, we got to get out there and vote, let our voices be heard, and ultimately make the change happen. Okay, I just want to end it right there. Like I said, follow me on all major platforms. Anything that you can think of, type in JAY 4 THADUB. Search me, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Like I said, you can catch me on all of those. The show broadcasts on all those platforms. On Twitch, you can catch all the episodes up to about 10 days. Like I said, I've transferred everything over to my YouTube as well. We broadcast on YouTube, so the episodes are also there on YouTube. Haven't been broadcasting there too long. I think it's about 2, maybe 2.5 weeks worth of the return already up there on YouTube, plus the previous ones on my old YouTube page, Jordan Dobbs /J for the Dub. Like I said, you can catch all of the old material there and all the old conversations. If you like I said, because I try to reference some of my older videos so y'all can keep up and we can keep in with the conversation. So if you have time, go and check out some of those older videos, some of the old conversations. I know sometimes it gets a little long-winded and sometimes you don't have time to sit for a whole hour and listen. Like I said, it's just this, you don't have to watch. If you got time in your car and you pull it up in your car, you go on YouTube and just let it play. Like I said, you can listen in on what it is we have going on. I'm going to try to get my stuff transferred over to podcast form so we can just put it up there on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and y'all can just listen in over there, and we can get the stream going that way. But until then, like I said, just keep checking back here. Check on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and for those of y'all who are on Instagram, go ahead and watch my stuff over there on IG Live. I said on IGTV. I've just got stuff rolling over there. We probably got maybe about 3 to 4 days on IGTV, but trust me, we're getting it going. If you follow me at JAY 4 THADUB on Instagram, you can check what we've done in the past on IGTV. So like I said, I'm going to end it there. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful hump day. Because y'all know it's Wednesday. You know how we get down on Wednesday. It's September the 2nd. That means it's 20 days to my birthday, y'all. 20 days. If y'all want to show me some love, come on over to my page, share, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. That's an amazing gift right there. I might have something to set up donations for myself if y'all really, really want to show love. But other than that, I'm not asking for money. I'm just asking for your support. So do what you can to help support me, and I'm going to do what I can to help support you guys. You hear me? Thank you. Have another one. I'm going to try and drop some vlogs on my YouTube page. I did do some recording on my vacation and things like that. So I'm going to try to get some footage of that up. I do have an older computer that I just recently reacquired. It's got lots of old footage of me and the fam doing all kinds of cool, fun stuff, all that and stuff. So I'm going to try to get some of that stuff posted as well. Sooner than later. But if not, like I said, just keep looking forward. Hit me up in the messages, in the comments. Say, hey, Jay, we want to see some of those vlogs, man. We want to see some of that other material. Just let me know, and it'll push me to get it done. Like I said, y'all see I got the new setup going. I'm over here on the gray wall. Let me know if y'all like the red wall better or the gray wall better, because I ultimately like the red wall better. But I'm looking at the feed. I'm looking at the way it looks and everything. It looks aesthetically pleasing. So if it's aesthetically pleasing to me, then that means it should be good for you guys. Just let me know. I keep trying to end this. I keep trying to, but we keep going. It's just like we just got it. We're here. and we're working. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all just do your part, and I'll do mine. I'ma do it. But till next time, peace. We're out. J for the dub. Yeah. If I'm sitting this way looks fine. Okay.